Hey, what is going on, guys? Randall419, the man with the million, bringing you a review of Battlefield 1, the latest in the long history of Battlefield games from DICE and EA. You guys probably know I've talked about it plenty on TXR podcast. I'm a huge fan of the Battlefield series. Love them to death. Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2, probably my two favorites. I don't know, the hundreds of hours I've spent playing both of those. I wish they'd bring them back, but let's move on to Battlefield 1. Is this a worthy entry into the series, and how did I feel about it? I was really looking forward to the campaign, and you know what? It didn't exactly live up to the hype of the trailers, but it was a damn good campaign, guys, I have to say. I was enthralled. Well, maybe not enthralled is the right word, but I was really interested from start to finish. I thought the campaign actually got better as you went. So what they did this time is they set it up into war stories. There's no longer a overarching story from beginning to end. You play 6 war stories, each with its own main characters, its own plot, and things like that. This is the 4th war story, set in Italy, where you play as like a super heavy gunner, which, I mean, this is World War I, but are we really going around with a minigun? I mean, it's awesome because it makes you feel amazing, but man, I felt like of course it goes without saying, like, when you just look at this, the game looks utterly amazing. It's one of the better looking games on the Xbox. What DICE was able to get out of this engine, because I know it's had its troubles on the Xbox One, but this game looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know how many times I would just run somewhere and stop and admire the scenery, some of the destroyed battlefields. There's a lot of great art in here, and the graphics shine. The soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. Oh my god. Every time I load up the game, I kind of sit at the main menu and I just listen to the soundtrack for a couple minutes before I even press start. I think it also has the best rendition of the Battlefield theme, which you guys are probably thinking, like, what is the Battlefield theme? Trust me, just type it into YouTube, listen to it. It plays in this. I think it has the best rendition of it. But let's get back to the campaign. I was really interested in it, like I said, and it actually kind of lived up to my expectations. Not all my expectations, but it actually got better as it went. The first one was kind of... I mean, the prologue was great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've talked about this before in my impressions video. The prologue was absolutely fantastic. And if the whole game went like that, it probably would have been absolutely amazing. But, of course, they probably couldn't do it. Through Mud and Blood, started off, I didn't really care for it. You're in a tank most of the time. And then Friends in High Places, which was the 3rd story. You're in an airplane. That one, I think, was kind of the low point for me. But then after that, like, each one just got better and better. And I was just kind of like, all right, I finished one story, I move on to the next. You know, the fact that there was an overarching narrative didn't bother me at all. And I mean, right here, like, I just love just this destruction that you could have in Battlefield. I mean, where are the games like this where you could be on top of a Zeppelin shooting other planes coming at you? This is absolutely breathtaking and just fun. I mean, look at this. This looks great. What a set piece this is right here. I really enjoyed this campaign. I don't know how they're actually going to top this. I mean, yeah, I would say, like, bring back Bad Company, because I'm a major fanboy of the Bad Company series, so I would say do Bad Company 3. But man, I mean, I want a sequel to this game. I thought the World War I, and, you know, let's be honest, it's not really an accurate representation of World War I. It's more of, like, inspired by World War I, because you walk around with automatic weapons, which I don't think was very prevalent back in the era, but it puts you in, like, you know, the real battles with, you know, the real places, and, you know, the real type of, like, things that you were going on at that point in time. So I cut it some slack because this campaign was just fun. It's the best campaign they've done since Bad Company 2, better than Battlefield 3 and 4. It was just an absolute blast to play through. So kind of, if you aren't feeling it with the first couple war stories, I feel you, man, but keep on going through it because they get really good. I mean, I played it through on hard. I got all the collectibles. I did everything, got all the challenges. Probably took me about 8 hours. little bit shorter if you probably play it, you know, on normal at 5. And what would Battlefield be without the multiplayer? Well, I mean, I'm here to tell you that the multiplayer is just as good as it always been, just as chaotic, just as crazy. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous how chaotic this mode can get, how Conquest can get when you're playing 32 on 32 in the new operations mode, where you have the attackers and defenders vying for control of the maps and the sectors, and if the defenders are getting their asses kicked, they get like a blimp or a behemoth or a huge train to help them out. It is a great addition to Battlefield. I like to see it expanded upon, because it is actually kind of tough to win as a defender. But I know some people aren't gonna they don't like the Battlefield multiplayer, they like Call of Duty, but for my money, I like Battlefield a lot. You got the 4 classes, you have Medic, who I like to play as. Support, I'll play as that. Assault, not so much, and definitely I will not play as a Scout. But all in all, I thought the multiplayer in this game lived up to my expectations. I've played it for about 20 hours now, I'm almost like rank 20. I can't get enough of it, just like I thought I would. But at the end of the day, let's give the review. I run the gamut on the review scale, 0 to 10. I use everything, so I'm going to give this game an 8.5. It's almost would have been a 9 if the campaign was a little bit better, but it's still really good. In fact, it's the best Battlefield campaign since Bad Company. A little bit on the short side. The multiplayer has some weird issues, like not being able to unlock guns from in the game and stuff like that, and some weird glitches that happen, that I've experienced happen, take it down a couple notches. Could have been a 9. Maybe it will be with some tuning and stuff, but hey, it's a great game. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like the video, please hit that like button. Consider subbing to the channel for more content. I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you later.
We are winning.